Welcome, everyone. This is Divine Dialogues, Intuitives Unveiled. I am Tracey Mango from Angels on the Prairie.
And I'm Rhonda Sean with Divine Guidance with Rhonda, and we're members of the Angel Empowerment Wellness Center. In our podcast, we're going to be delving into topics such as intuition, angelic connections, and the spiritual realm.
We're also going to talk about our own personal experiences to help you understand your own intuitive abilities. Thanks for joining us.
And let's begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. In today's episode, we're going to talk about chakras and their meaning. So, Tracey, what kind of chakras? What are chakras?
Okay, so the word chakra literally comes from Sanskrit, which means wheel. Okay, so they call all the chakras as spinning wheels, and they're like energy centers in places throughout our body. And this is where we receive and transmit what they call vital life force, also known as chi or prana or mana. I say, and I mean, I'm sure you can read it anywhere, it's what it serves as a bridge between the physical, which is us, and the spiritual realms. So it's like where our two worlds literally meet, and it works on supporting our physical health, our emotional well-being, spiritual growth, and our intuitive development. So there's lots of chakras, but we're going to just talk about the main ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So, because, we only really work with the main chakras, just saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we're going to start with the root chakra, which is associated with ruby red, and it's usually at the base. And usually Archangel Michael is the one that is usually related to the root chakra. So he'll come in and it's designed to keep you out of fear. Do you have any more to add for that?
Yeah, like it's actually, the root is really right with our core. Okay, so that deals with which is Michael, so he is the main guy. So finances, career, home, your possessions, your survival. So if you have issues involving that, that's where you usually store it. So it's like a lot about to do with jobs, right? So the area, like we call the root, it's like your base of your spine, your legs, your feet, your bones, and your large intestines. So these are kind of like the people that have, back pain sort of thing. So, and being that deal with Mother Nature, the auric spirit, it has a lot to do with your root chakra, right? Because it's closest to your connection to be grounded.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the sacral chakra, which is just above your root. Its associated color is with orange. And Archangel Haniel tends to work with that. She assists with emotions connected to sexuality glands. Now, I know for myself, when a lot of times when I get my chakras cleared or read out, this is for myself. This is usually the one that's out of balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, do you have any more what's around the sacral chakra?
Okay, so it's like very much about influenced by your thoughts and feelings around your, physical pleasure, emotional expressions, creativity, and relationships. So it's got to do with, like she said, cravings or attachments to physical pleasures, addictive, and that's a thing, addictive behaviors, like smoking, or, or like just like that kind of little addictive things, and it's also like Rhonda says, your relationship with your body. So your sleep, health, exercise, and self-image, self-love, right?
Yeah.
So it's really about how you express your feelings and connects with others. And just so you know, like it's got to do with where your hips, lower back, reproductive organs, your womb, bladder and kidneys in that area. So, you know, you got issues in that area, clear your chakras. Okay?
And then, so the next one is the solar plex chakra, which is associated with yellow. It's kind of around power and vitality, self control, and self esteem. The Archangel Metatron is usually the one that will assist when clearing this energy, and they're more in the now and for organizing of time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to talk a little bit how you're influenced by what happens with your thoughts and feelings. So it's all about power and control, authority figures, and how you feel being overpowered or powerless, and how you a little, and I'm going to use this word like a little, well, it's an obsession. I call it a little OCD with control or dominance. So, you know, it things to pay attention of how, if that's how you are. But remember, it's how it affects you in your body. It's like your solar plexus, your navel, your digestive system. So this is like people that would have, you know, if you have Crohn's, colitis, that's part of it, you know, could very well, you know, or you just really have problems with your guts, you know. Are you a little bit of a control person? Just think of that.
And the next chakra that we're going to be talking about is the heart chakra. So this chakra represents about unconditional love, compassion, joy, balance, relationship healing. And the archangel that comes in for this one is Archangel Jophiel, and where she works with you, that's accepting and loving, giving, and easily.
Yes. So like this chakra, it's like it's about all different kinds of love. Like it's from the divine, romantic, and platonic, and like family. You know, like it's affected by your, you know, your attachments or relationships unresolved. And those, especially those that have to do with forgiveness or unforgiveness, like that affects your chakra, how big or how small it is. And you know, I'm going to say like your clairsentience, your feeling is really affected through the heart chakra. So you got to pay attention. So, and I'm going to just say where this is in your body. So it's like your heart, obviously, but your upper chest and upper your back. So, and I'm saying the parts of the body so that if you have issues there, maybe you need to do a little bit of research about your chakras to see why. Maybe if you can get them cleared, that very well might help your health.
Yes. And this one too, I'm just going to add a little bit. I usually call this one for myself and probably for others. This one is like your biggest attraction. Like if there's things you want, because of feeling, this is the one where you're almost sending out all those vibrations out to attract with you. And then we have the throat chakra, which of course is communication, creativity, and speaking your truth. You'll want to call in Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel, however this angel comes, works with you through through communication and easily through your heart for now and fear. So it's to help you get out of fear and to speaking your truth.
Well, yeah, it's also about speaking your truth, but speaking clearly so that they understand what you're trying to say. And also like, it's you're also talking about, if you're doing, I'm literally going to say like projects like singing, writing, teaching, or art, like it's to help you speak your truth. And when it's balanced, then it really helps you to speak more clearly and truthfully. So this affects, again, I'm going to talk about where it is, and obviously it's your throat, but it's also your neck, your thyroid gland, jaw, mouth, and teeth. So again, always watch that area. If something's happening, think about what's going on in your life.
And then the next chakra is kind of that we work with. When you see the other thing, kind of like a traditional chakra map, sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. But what we use is also the ear chakras, and that's kind of representing hearing or being heard. Archangel Raguel comes in with this one because he's usually the mediation and to making sure that you're heard correctly, I guess, or
Yeah, it makes sense.
truthfully is probably a better word.
So these ones are not like your regular where your ears are. They're kind of like right by your temples, right by the end of your eyebrows in that area. And it's like this is where you hear literally from the divine, when you get your, which we call channeling or download. This is how we hear. Um, and I'm going to say the areas that it affects is your ears, eardrums, and pineal gland, which is, if anybody knows what the pineal gland is, it's the back of your, like, base of your head, kind of. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rhonda, but I'm pretty sure that's where it is. And it's well known for the connection for the to talk to the divine and universe. So, yeah, that is all I think. It's just about really hearing your connection to your divine, to your team for sure.
Yeah. And then we have the third eye, which is it helps you to kind of see it's like your imagination or pictures in your third eye. So it's not your physical eye, it's more on your kind of on your forehead, and it's to help to see with purpose. I use Archangel Jeremiel and sometimes Hanuel for the third eye as well. Jeremiel to keep me out of protection, to make things to see, and Hanuel to clear and protect.
Oh yeah, like the third eye is, like she says, it's for intuition, inner wisdom, psychic mediumship, sight, but it's you can influence by your belief system. And if you believe that you can't see, well, it's you are not able to see. You can shut yourself off, but you really aren't, if that makes sense, because you use it in your everyday life without even realizing it. So, and I'm going to tell you what it parts of the body, like in your body, where it's you use it is like your brain, your nervous system, your eyes, nose, and sinuses. So, and if anybody like does mediumship or psychic readings, like it makes sense because there's that, you're dealing with spirit, you get that smell, like somebody's perfume or the smoke or they're baking, right? So it's all about that. Okay.
And then, kind of the last chakra that we're going to be talking about is our crown chakra, which is our clog, which is represented with purple. So this is kind of like the clear knowing, the ability of thoughts, information, ideas from the divine. So it's like we call them downloads or channeled messages. Usually Archangel Uriel will assist with us to trusting in what you're getting is what you're supposed to be getting. and knowing that it's for their highest good, for your highest good.
Oh, yeah. It's all about, it's all about how you feel, how your thoughts are about if you believe in the God or the divine or not. Do you believe in the spirituality? It's all about trust, and it's about forgiveness, like whether you forgive or non-forgiveness, for the belief system is how it affects your connection to the divine. So I'm going to say for the body parts, it's like your brain, your cranium, your skin, your muscular system. And how I can explain that is, if I'm doing a reading, and I'm talking with the team, it will, my skin, my legs will start tingling if something I know it's positive. They're telling the truth, right? So you have to trust the messages that are given to you. So it's, even though it comes from your crown, it can affect you in other ways.
Yes. So, is there something special that you do to clear your chakras?
Um, Actually, there is, that's a daily clearing. I clear my chakras every morning. Yeah, I have a daily regiment, and that's one of them is by clearing my chakras first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you?
I do as well. So I do it like I'll clear my chakras in the morning and at night. So it's almost how I do it is I'll lay in bed and I use lotuses, for example, and I'll when I wake up, I turn on the lotus where it's open, and then at night I'll close it. But I won't close, the only one I won't close completely is my root chakra because I want to be grounded when I go to bed.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I offer, it's called clearing of self. So if you have blocked chakras, that is something that it is a service that I provide. And I'm not sure, do you, Tracy?
I do teach it in my classes, in some of the
Oh,
classes. Yes, I do.
okay. Yeah. So if you're interested, just check our sites out. And Tracy, did you want to pull a card?
Oh, I would love to pull a card. Okay. Let's see what everybody needs to know this moment in time, and what do they need to know. Okay, one card, team. I'd love one card. Oh, that was fast. Okay. All right. Nine of Hearts. Fulfillment, harmony, protection. So that's kind of interesting because it's all about the chakra. It's about keeping them clear, and they'll keep chakras as long as they're clear and in alignment. You feel good, you're in harmony with your body, and your chakras and they're just saying ask for protection. And that can be like whether Michael comes in, or whatever your belief system is to help for protection. But I wish you could see the card because it has the third eye, it has the crown chakra, it has the root chakra, like it's a tree. And that's me. Like that's what I love to do. And it's because I use a lot of the Auric Spirit, Mother Earth, to help with everything I teach. They're part of it. So
We'll put that up on our YouTube page. If you go listen to us on YouTube, I will put those two card or that card up where people can see the card.
perfect. Okay. Thanks very much, guys. Talk to you next week.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for listening to Divine Dialogues, Intuitives Unveiled. If you would like to work with Tracy and Rhonda, our information is posted in the show notes.
Now, our new episodes are going to fall on Tuesdays. So if you're interested in receiving a free meditation on connecting to your guardian angels, click that link below to subscribe to the Angel Empowerment Wellness Center newsletter. Thanks for joining us.
Take care, everybody.